Hey everyone, thanks for stopping by the movie Hangout, and let's talk about Tom Brady retiring. Again, it's crazy to be talking about this. It kind of feels a little bit like Michael Jordan retiring for a second time. Different circumstances, but still, I was a big fan of Jordan, and so I don't know. There's some parallels to it, but anyway, I'm going to get into Tom Brady's statement on retiring, why he's retiring. Before I jump into that, if you're going over, click the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, comment, and like this video. Okay, so as you know, last year, Tom Brady put out an official statement saying that he was retiring. He was done playing football. He was moving on to other things. There was some drama going on behind the scenes. Nobody officially knows for real, what was going on. But there was speculation that Tom really didn't want to retire because, let's face it, he's not like a really old guy or anything. Even though for a football player, he's up there in age, but in life, he isn't. Still has all of his, mental capabilities. He's probably sharper than he's ever been. He can still do it. So a lot of people figured he didn't want to walk away, kind of like how Michael Jordan didn't want to walk away at the end of the 1998 season. The guy still felt like he had more in the tank. So Brady came back, played this year. He didn't have as good of a team around him. He didn't have Antonio Brown. He didn't have Gronk. Didn't have a lot of the people around him that were kind of like the parts of the puzzle, the parts of the machine that really gave the team the edge that it needed. And Tom, it's impossible for a quarterback to just put the whole team on their back all the time, Even for Tom Brady, that's impossible. So Tom announced this morning that he is for real retiring, and I'm happy for him. I think that he's got a bright future ahead of him. The guy is good looking, smart. He can be in movies. He could be like in some Marvel movie, DC movie, as a superhero or whatever. He could be an owner of an NFL team if you wanted. He could be, a NFL commentator. A lot of people want those types of jobs because, let's face it, they pay a boatload of money. So I'm over here on Tom Brady's Twitter account. This video has gotten over 12.7 million views. It's going to have even more very shortly. And it reads, "Truly grateful on this day. Thank you." And I'm going to play the video. So let's listen to it.
I'll get to the point right away. I'm retiring for good. I know the process was a pretty big deal last time. So when I woke up this morning, I figured I'd just press record and let you guys know first. So I won't be long-winded. You only get one super emotional retirement essay, and I used mine up last year. So really thank you guys so much, to every single one of you, for supporting me, my family, my friends, my teammates, my competitors. I could go on forever. There's too many. Thank you guys for allowing me to live my absolute dream. I wouldn't change a thing. Love you all.
You can really see the emotion in his eyes. You can hear it in his voice. The man, he looks like he's sitting alone on the beach, looking out at the ocean, just thinking about life. A lot of us have had that. You just want to be alone, have quiet time, just no distractions, especially when you're going to make a really big decision like that. You got to think, this guy's played more than 2 decades in the NFL. He's played football probably since he was like 4 or 5 years old. So he has been a quarterback. He's been a football player longer than he hasn't. This is really like part of his identity. When he looks in the mirror, he without a doubt thinks, my name's Tom Brady, and I'm an NFL quarterback. I'm a football player. Well, now he's not going to be a football player anymore. He's an ex-football player. So then the question is who is Tom Brady going to be? What direction is he going to go? what is he going to fill that gap in his life with? And there's a lot of former athletes that really embrace walking away, going to turning a new chapter in their life. And then there's others that really struggle with it, that it like torments them in some ways. And I hope that does not happen to him. I hope whatever he does, he is still a positive inspiration for all of us. And he really shows people that, look, you can be successful in multiple things. You don't have to constantly live in the past either. Maybe for Tom Brady, doing what Michael Jordan did might be better for him mentally. You know, when Michael Jordan did was after he retired from the Wizards the second time, he didn't become an NFL analyst, an NFL commentator. He completely separated himself from the game. He was still involved, like in his Jordan shoe brand, but as far as like being out in the public, talking about basketball, he didn't do that because just mentally he needed to separate himself from that and find something else to do. And maybe for Tom Brady, since he's a hyper competitive guy like Michael Jordan, you know, he's not the average elite athlete. He's like a whole level above. Maybe it would be best for him to just totally separate from it and focus on, you know, producing movies. Who knows? Like just doing something else at a high level. I don't know. It's weird, you know. It's hard for me to remember what it was like watching the NFL without Tom Brady in it, and so this next season is just gonna feel strange to me in many ways. I was hoping that Tom would have won a Super Bowl his last season and then retire, the same way Peyton Manning did. Or I was hoping he would maybe like announce before the season started that this is his final season, and then every game, every stadium he goes to, he could get a nice long farewell. Players can come up to him and say, it was an honor getting to play against you, getting to play with you. And then every single game would be a nice send-off. But, you know, that didn't happen, unfortunately. But there will be a lot of nice send-offs for him. But just for fun, I'm going to look at, here are Tom Brady. This is just what he like ranks all time. And it's just amazing. This is a guy that nobody was, you know, eager to draft in the NFL. Everybody looked at him, was like, he's not athletic, he's too slow, he's like not that great. And then he ends up being like all time, you know, the best all time. It's an amazing American story, you know, it's great. So Tom Brady ranks first all time in wins with 251 wins, Pro Bowls with 15 Pro Bowls, Super Bowl MVP awards with 5, completions with 7,753, attempts 12,050, passing yards 89,214, and passing touchdowns 649. In the postseason, he leads in appearances, 20 postseason appearances. It's crazy. Games started, 48. Wins, 35. This is in the postseason. Super Bowl appearances, 10. Super Bowl wins, 7. Completions, 1,200. Passing yards, 13,400. Passing touchdowns, 88. Game-winning drives, 14. And fourth quarter comebacks, 9. And I've seen every single one of those fourth quarter comebacks. I mean, in my opinion, he's the GOAT. There's nobody better. He's just amazing. And I think it's all, for him, it's all mental. His discipline, his drive, his focus is unmatched by anybody else. But let me know what you think. Let me know what you think about Tom Brady officially retiring. Let me know what you think his next move is. What do you think the next chapter in Tom Brady's life is going to be? Comment below, let me know. And as always, if you want to get future rants, reviews, or original content, click subscribe. Later.